So we're here on location at the Innovation Shared Kitchen Facility, and I'm with founder of Frannie Franks Coffee Cakes, Jill McEnroe. Jill, first of all, thank you for joining us today in this on-location shoot.
Thank you.
We're thrilled, and I got to tell you, if I pass out in the middle of this interview, don't think anything of it, but the smells in this place are just heavenly. From the cakes you're pulling fresh out of the oven here to other things of hippie chow and artisanal ketchups that are happening in this place. It's just crazy. But I thought I would start by asking you, how did you come about to found the company? I noticed on your website you said it was an accident.
Yes.
That you came into business. How does that accidentally happen?
Very wonderful accident. I just found an old family recipe of my mother's and had never made a coffee cake before.
Oh, really? So you weren't a baker?
Not at all. No, I'm actually a graphic designer. Made my first coffee cake for my boss, and my husband took one to work, and the next thing you know, I had orders flooding in.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So just simple, unanticipated demand is what really gave birth to this.
Yes.
Well, okay, it's one thing, to make coffee cakes for the office. It's another thing to say, hey, I'm going to make a business out of this. How did you make that connection, that leap from, I can do these at home to I need to be in a great place with, assets like this to make this on a bigger scale? How did you make that leap? Where did you find the confidence to do that?
It started right away. I've always been a very positive person. And the first step, was the recipe, which I had in an old dusty cookbook. And the first thing to do was to name the company, because Jill's Coffee Cakes just didn't have that ring to it. So in honor of my mother's recipe, I named the company after her. So that's where Frannie Franks comes from.
Oh, very neat.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this really is a family affair, as I understand it, because
yes.
Not only are you the founder and doing this, but I understand your son Andrew is part of it. And for the viewers at top of mind, I'm pointing off camera because he's right over there. How did you rope your son into this vision of yours, this entrepreneurial vision of yours?
I have no idea. He's amazing. He helps out with everything, and he's my right-hand man, basically. It's going to be his legacy, so I'm excited to share it with him.
I got to tell you, I'm actually jealous that you have that, because my kids aren't quite at that age yet, but I think that would just be awesome to be able to be in business, with my children. So now, as you're looking at expanding, and you're already in several retail outlets, how did you make those connections so that you actually had, orders to fill and the growth that you're now experiencing?
It all started with a retail spot at Independence Center of Christmas of last year. And from there, I was at farmers markets, and happening just by accident, really, just networking with people here in the kitchen or people that I've met at the markets has gotten me those prime spots in retail locations.
You mentioned here in the kitchen, and we've talked about that in the intro. Earlier this morning, I had to sit down with Stephanie Zamora, who is the director here at the center. I'd like to ask, has there been value? Is there value beyond just having the equipment? Are you learning from the other foodpreneurs that are here in the kitchen? Do you share, best practices and ideas?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of collaboration between the clients here and within the office at the Innovation Center. Stephanie and her group back there, they do counseling, and they have good ideas for you, packaging and your invoicing, everything you can think of. There's help here, so it's helped grow my business in a way that I never thought it would.
Well, that's great. Hey, listen, I know I'm keeping you from getting work done. I can see these cakes back here that just came out of the oven. Those are incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking some time with us today.
Thank you, dear.
Hopefully it wasn't too inconvenient.
It was wonderful.
And, continued success and much luck. And, unfortunately we don't have smell-o-vision yet, but I got to tell you, if you did, the viewers at top of mind would be, like I said, in heaven right now.